long-forgotten time, the gods unleashed a great flood to cleanse a world out of balance. But in the midst of destruction, a young woman awakens, her survival sparking the rebirth of humanity. In the time before time, the gods had shaped the earth, the sky, and the waters, but something was still missing. Something they longed for, beings to honor and remember them.
We have created the world. Now let us make those who will tend it, who will sing our praises and tell our stories.
Ixchel, goddess of the moon and fertility, steps forward gracefully, her silver hair floating like water. Her voice is gentle, yet filled with concern.
We have given them the gift of life before, Huracan, but they were flawed. Made of mud and wood, they lacked the heart to understand their purpose. Will it be different this time?
This time, it will be different, Ixchel. We will give them more than life. We will give them the breath of understanding.
And so, from the soil of the earth, the gods created mankind once more. But in their haste to perfect their creation, they made a grave mistake. The humans were alive, but something was missing. They neither cared for the land nor spoke the names of the gods. They could not sing, nor laugh, nor understand the beauty of the world.
They do not honor us. Look at them, Huracan. They waste the sacred corn and do not offer prayers to the sky or stars.
They are hollow. Their hearts are like the empty husks of maize.
They do not even feel joy at the sight of the moon, nor sadness when the rains do not come. These beings are not alive in the way we hoped.
Down in the village, a young woman looks up at the sky blankly. The full moon shines brightly, but she barely notices. Old man, her father, stumbles nearby, his wooden staff scraping the earth. He too is oblivious to the beauty around him.
The rain hasn't come in days, but it doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
Yes, the crops will wither soon, but we will still live.
Huracan stands and summons a massive storm cloud, his patience worn thin.
They are no better than the wooden ones. It is time to begin again. We will wash this world clean.
Must it be this way?
It is the only way. The flood will bring a new beginning, a new hope.
The gods' hearts were heavy with sorrow, but they knew what must be done. The winds began to stir, the clouds gathered, and the great flood, the cleansing of the world, was about to begin. The rain came softly at first, as if the sky itself wept for the world below. But soon the heavens would open, and the gods' judgment would descend upon the earth. Back in the celestial realm, the gods watch as the rain begins to intensify. Huracan stands tall, his glowing eyes focused on the earth below. Ixchel watches with sadness, her silver hair gently moving in the wind as she steps closer to Huracan.
The rain falls. Soon it will consume everything we have made.
It must. The world must be cleansed. They are hollow without soul or purpose.
The rain begins to fall harder, turning the dry earth into mud. The villagers still move in their emotionless, robotic fashion. Young woman stands near a tree, her dull eyes staring ahead blankly as the water streams down her face.
It is raining.
The ground will flood soon, but we will still live.
Huracan steps down into the village and summons more storm clouds. Thunder cracks louder, and lightning flashes across the sky, illuminating the entire scene. Ixchel watches with worry, her silver eyes filled with sorrow as the flood begins.
Huracan, must all be lost? Is there nothing in them worth saving?
They are empty vessels. The world itself cries for renewal. We must make way for those who will honor the earth and the heavens.
The water is rising.
We cannot create life only to destroy it, Huracan. If there is even one who can feel, who can understand, should we not let them live?
If there is such a soul, Ixchel, they will survive. But the flood will cleanse the rest.
And in the storm, in the rising waters, something stirred in the hearts of a few. The waters that sought to drown them also awakened in them a new spark, the beginning of understanding. The flood continues, sweeping away the huts, the fields, and the lifeless villagers. Only a few, like the young woman, cling to floating debris, their eyes now wide with fear and awareness. The rain pours mercilessly as the world is submerged beneath a rising ocean. Ixchel steps back, her expression conflicted, but she does not speak. Huracan watches silently as the flood rages on. The world was drowning, but from the depths of the waters, hope would rise. Though the gods' judgment was harsh, the flood would not destroy all. It would cleanse, it would renew, and from it, a new beginning would emerge. The storm had come and gone, leaving in its wake the silence of a world cleansed. The floodwaters swallowed the land, but not all was lost. In the heart of the flood, Life began anew.
Where am I?
Her voice trembles with uncertainty, but there's a spark of something new in her tone, awareness. She grips the log tightly, her body shivering from the cold waters.
One has survived, she awakens, she feels.
The flood was to cleanse Ixchel. Only the worthy remain, she is but a seed.
A seed can grow. She carries within her the hope of life reborn.
The young woman looks toward the horizon, her eyes filled with wonder and confusion.
What happened? Why am I still here?
She asked as other survivors join her. Among them is the old man, weak but alive.
The waters, they took everything.
They awaken Huracan. The flood has not only cleansed the earth, but also their hearts. They now know the power of the gods and the fragility of life.
If they are to survive this new world, they must learn and remember.
We survived.
Why?
We must find out.
The flood had passed, but its lesson remained. The waters had awakened the hearts of those who survived, and in the depths of the flood, the first seeds of a new world were sown.
This land, it is not the world we knew, but it is ours to rebuild.
We have been given a second chance to live with the earth, not above it.
What will we grow?
They have learned Huracan. They understand now balance, harmony. The earth will thrive again.
The storm was only the beginning. It is up to them to carry the lesson forward.
And they will. Their hearts are open now. They will listen to the wind, feel the earth beneath their feet, and hear the whispers of the gods.
We will grow a world that remembers the flood, but also the promise that came after.
The world will thrive, Huracan, thanks to the storm and those who survived it.